Yeah.
Why not? Right here.
Maybe I'll stay with the next room.
I work at the Public Utilities Commission. Come on, you can sit across the table.
Oh, yes.
What we focus on are it's energy efficiency, it's also alternative energies, all the cool stuff like solar and wind and all the neat stuff. So I was asked to come today to talk about this as a career. And it's actually great for kids thinking about moving into something exciting with a lot of potential. It's a great field, a lot of fun.
I actually am very interested to hear all about this for my kids, and also I'm an environmental science teacher.
Great.
And so that's something that I would want to be able to talk to them about. We checked one of these out of the library,
Good.
but I never could exactly. I didn't really do what I wanted to do with it.
In the box, they have good directions, but this is really designed just to measure the amount of power that an appliance is using. You've got to do one calculation to get to what it costs, but it will tell you the number of kilowatt hours that you use in the appliance. It's a very simple device, and these have been used all over the state. We send them out free to the libraries, and kids love it because it gives them data. The other thing we have is upstairs, outside the main conference room, is a table with the Maine Math and Science Alliance, and they have our curriculum that we prepared in conjunction with them, and it's free. So as an educator in that field, you can get curriculum on this subject material. It's really good. It's taken us about 4 years to put together, but they will distribute it and take a look at it. I think it's called Power Sleuth.
Upstairs they have it. Okay, Power Sleuth. Good to know. So, what types of jobs are available with Efficiency Maine?
I suppose if you're talking about the legislature, it probably reaches across just about every single profession that you can think of, from the policy perspectives, writing our laws, right to the field, the construction trades. So I would say that if you're interested in working with solar renewable energies, if you're interested in the building trades, from a practical perspective, if you are interested in the science of a field, engineering, most of what we do is supported by engineering analysis. Certainly education. You can teach this, so you can incorporate energy into just about any curriculum, whether it's history or science. So
when you speak about that, do you mean teaching like I do, or are there jobs under this? Is Efficiency Maine like a company that has jobs, or are you just talking about in general these types of...
Let's look at this. Efficiency Maine, I'm going to give you this because it'll help you understand. Efficiency Maine is really the money that goes into buying these kilowatt hours that keep these lights on. Little tiny piece of every kilowatt hour used in the state of Maine goes into my budget. So I have about $14 million a year that comes from electricity that I put into programming. And my job is to actually reduce the amount of energy that we use through efficiency. So I have to return, typically, I return about $3 to the state of Maine for every dollar that I get. So it's a great buy. And people ask me how I know that. Well, it's because if you look at the back of this, everything we do is measured and verified. There's no smoke and mirrors to what I do. I verify everything. And all of the tables in the back tell you where it goes. And then the front part are all the different programs and areas. If you look at the contents, for example, here on the first page, it shows you all the different areas that we work in. So it's residential, low income, commercial, industrial, renewable energies, and we do hire a lot of people to do this work. So to answer your question, the long way around that is we employ a lot of people. Not just directly, but indirectly. All the people that install the projects, the electricians, refrigeration, compressed air, motorist people, all those people do work in our programs. So lot of jobs out there.
I have seen advertisements and different this name places, and I haven't really ever investigated thoroughly what exactly Efficiency Maine is, but it is. So, do you have like any outreach people that would come to a classroom or anything like that, or?
It's a real lack on our part. We simply don't have the staff to do much of that. I'm really here on my lunch break. So during the day, I was at a hearing this morning. I have presentations to do. We're rewriting programs. Typically, my days are wild from the time I get there till the time I leave at night. So and I've got 6 program managers, all of whom do pretty much the same thing. So we don't have much room. As much as I'd love to be in a classroom every day because I used to teach years ago. I did. I taught up in Limestone. I'd love to do more of that. I just don't have. I've got to prioritize what I do, and I don't have any room. So, because I love being in front of kids, I love speaking to adults about this, but I don't have the time to do it. And we don't have the budget to hire people.
What is this little wheel?
Oh, take one of those. That's a. There you go. On one side. It helps you calculate what your costs are. You can do this and measure it. It tells you what your estimated costs for different appliances are. And on this side, just gives you tips to save energy.
Cool.
How many kids do you have?
I have a bunch of 9th graders, like 80, and
How about your own kids?
Oh, none.
Yeah. Well, you can take a few of these. So I brought, half a dozen or so. And
I won't take them all from you. If I wanted more, could I contact you?
Yes.
Yep. And what's the yellow one? The same thing?
the outside.
Oh, I got you. Well, thank you so much for your time.
That helps.